Hi, my name is Lori and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make raspberry jam. So this is something my family loves to eat. You can eat this with toast, you can eat this with peanut butter or almond butter, or it can make a great topping for a cheesecake. So let's get started. The ingredients you're going to need are raspberries and sugar. I personally like to use organic ingredients if it's available. So for the berries, I am using organic raspberries and I'm using organic raw sugar. For the tools, you are going to need a big pot, a wooden spoon, a masher, and measuring cups of different sizes. Let's get started. So we have washed and drained our raspberries and I've already begun to measure it. So I've put some raspberries in this giant measuring cup and it is roughly 4 cups. So we're going to pour this into the pot and we're going to measure the rest of our raspberries. The thing about this recipe is that it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So for how many cups of raspberries we have half that amount of sugar. So if there's 6 cups of raspberries, we'll have 3 cups of sugar, and so on and so forth. Let's shake this out. This is roughly 3 cups. So in total we have 7 cups of raspberries. And now it is time to measure our sugar. So half of 7 cups is 3.5 cups. So we're going to add 3.5 cups of raw organic sugar. Okay, 1 cup. Now we have our raspberries and our sugar in the pot. We are going to shake it out. And using our masher, we are going to start mashing all of our raspberries. The reason why we're mashing the raspberries is to make sure that all their natural juices come out. We're not adding any water to this recipe. So this is all natural raspberry juice that we are making this jam in. But we have finished mashing all our raspberries. You can see that it is very, very liquidy. All the juices have come out of the raspberries, and that's also why it's so flavorful. Now it's time to take it to the stove. Now that we have our raspberry jam mixture on the stove, we are going to turn it up to medium-high heat, and we're going to let it come to a boil. So once your jam comes to a boil, turn it down to medium heat. And as you can see, there's bubbles everywhere. And keep stirring. You don't always have to stir, but just periodically stir. And it is evaporating the juices from the raspberries to create a thicker consistency. As you're stirring, if you come across a raspberry that hasn't been fully mushed, feel free to just squish it on the edge of the pot so we have a better texture and consistency in this jam. Now that the jam has been cooking for 30 minutes, you can see that it has become a lot more thicker, but it is still pretty smooth. We're going to turn it off and let it cool for 10 to 15 minutes, and once it's done, we'll put it in a jar just like this one, and it'll become a lot more gelatinous and thicker once it cools. We've let our jam cool and now it is a lot thicker, and before it completely cools, it's best to put it in a jar to make sure there's no air bubbles trapped. So it doesn't have to be a airtight or vacuum sealed jar, but any jar will work fine, and you can keep it in your fridge for about 2 months. And there's no preservatives in here. It's just sugar and raspberries. It's all natural. Now that we've filled 1 jar, we have plenty of jam to make another jar. And since I can't wait any longer, I'm gonna have to taste test this because I really, really want to try it really, really bad. It's still really warm, so I would recommend not putting on the lid till it is cooled down a little more. Oh my god, that's really, really good. You can really taste the raspberry, but it's not too sweet. So I think it's gonna be very successful, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Please Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications to get notified every single time I post a video. Please let me know in the comments how you're getting along with all these recipes, if you're trying them, if they work out, if you have any questions for me. I'd be happy to answer them in the comments. And thank you guys for all the support. I will see you next time.